When I first walked in here, I saw a bunch of eyes looking at me. You know, everything's blurry when you first come in here, like, this is something new. Everything was big, everything seemed so big. I was like, oh man, and a bunch of guys just coming at the door looking at you, cussing at you and everything. I really didn't have any emotions. The only emotions I had was I was fearful. My head was kind of spinning, you know. New kids usually come in, they walk around, they feel everything out, they feel everyone out, who comes talks to them first, you know, who's the bully on the block, you know. This block will make you go crazy, I'm telling you. If these kids in here, they're wild, you know. If you're not made for it, if you're not built for this, you're not gonna make it, you're gonna get eaten up, you know. You're gonna be getting beat up every day. That's how these kids are grimy, you know. They come from the streets. If you're not made for it, they're gonna torture you every day, I'm telling you.
Open 501.
Out there so long because I didn't know when I was getting out. So I got to acting a fool, and then I caught a year down here. There ain't really nothing you can do. Gotta make something out of something.
I think the reason why some people come back is because they get caught up with the same group, start doing the same things they were doing to get locked up. See, once you're in here, you gotta change your ways, change the way you think, change the way you talk, the way you walk. And then the lessons you learn once you get out, you can apply them and you won't come back. See, people mess up. That's why they come back.
This is it. This is home, man. I got bottom bunk. Oh yeah? You can do it if you just jump up there, man.
I was sleeping. I didn't come out for breakfast this morning. I stayed up real late last night talking to my bunkie. The weird thing is, we were talking about the adult block. He was giving me some advice, you know, how to stay away from people, stay to yourself and all that. You know, it seemed kind of weird, you know, because I'm a real godly person. God works in mysterious ways, so I listen to everything. You know, and I was sleeping this morning and Stanley comes in my room, one of my friends, and tells me that Stevenson told us that we were going to the adult block today. Didn't believe him, but I can tell by his face he was so excited, you know, because we've been ready to leave for months now, you know. And I got up, got down, talked to him, you know, found out that it was legit, and we're leaving today after lunch. Can't wait. Drugs and alcohol and bad people, bad decisions. I was young, dumb, made those mistakes. See, I've made that mistake a couple times, but this is the one that really set in and said, this it's time to stop. You know, it's time to change my life. Yeah. Here we go. Thank you. I just hope some of my friends are listening to me, you know. Some of my friends that were out there running the streets with me, doing all those bad things that we did, you know, terrorizing people, terrorizing our families, you know, doing rebellious things. I just hope that they learn from me, you know. I'm a great example I was a freshman playing varsity football, basketball team, running track, playing baseball. I was a 3 or 4 sport athlete, you know. Had everything going for me, getting letters from colleges, you know. And it could all change in one day by the stupid decisions you make. You know, I just hope that they don't go down the same path as I go. You know, I'm trying to teach the young kids that come up under me, like my girlfriend's cousins, you know, they're all 11, 12, you know. I just hope I just hope they're listening so I can give them some words of wisdom. Just, it's not a place to be. It's not a place for me, coming from where I'm from, so I just hope that they walk a straight path. You know? And if they do stumble, I'll be there to catch them, you know, because I've been through it. I'm gonna come out stronger. We adults now. Uh-oh. We legal.
It's hard to say, but they're kids. I don't think that we here can possibly do so much, but I think it's more of after they leave here is where it is. And if they have people around them that can more maybe push them more and instill in them that this is not the way to continue to come in here, you have to find something outside of here. But because it's only 8 hours that I can give you, it's only 8 hours that the next person give you, it's only 8 hours that we can give you. And they have to have something that can stop this pattern. But it's difficult. It's very, and I think that my biggest thing is that it's a mental challenge. I waste my breath with some of it. If I continue to see you come in here 3 or 4 times, and actually I just intake the kid, he said, I asked him what he was in here for, and he said, I've been here 20 times. So I said, if you've been here 20 times, me telling you anything's not gonna make a difference. And some of them I really don't have faith in. I don't, because you know better. And a lot of them, they come from good families. They're not from a one-parent home, and they have people in their life, but they don't care, and they like this. And when I tell them they're gonna be, all you're gonna do is grow up and go to a different prison. It's not gonna be, they're just gonna ship you across the street. That's all it is. And they like it. They like this life. They really do. So if you like it, I tell them, if you keep coming, I'm gonna be here every day. So you might as well be prepared for it.
I come off as a nice kid, and I'm not just putting on a front. You know, I'm a good kid. Just got caught up with the wrong people, the wrong time, doing the wrong things, you know. And it happens sometimes, you know. You gotta live with it.
So final question, if we were to come visit you in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, who's the Alexander we'd see the next time we come visit you?
I'm on a dean's list at one of the best colleges in the United States. Hello. Look how far I've gotten. Look where I've come from. I've been away from my family so long, and just those emotions and those feelings that come with it, they can't bring me back. I can't do it again, no matter what it takes. I see it. I can see it in me. Do you see it in me? You think? Do you got hope? Do you?
I always have hope.
Hope and faith. That's all it takes. A little bit of hope and faith. He's trying to get there. I'm trying to enjoy the view.
I mean, it's no secret, like I said, that the system is broke. I'm not going to try to paint it where it's not, the truth. I mean, the system's broke. And for 15-year-old kids coming in that have 30 years to do, what I would tell them is that what the guys told me when I came in, that some of the ones that seen I had some sense. Get into school, set good goals, stay away from the prison stuff, if you're trying to, first of all, you're trying to get high, all that kind of crap, if the peer pressure that a lot of kids go through, it's in here like crazy. Stay away from that stuff, walk your own path, decide what you want to do and find out what your interests are and try your best to find, to keep that your focus. Where the system fails is, I've been locked up for 18 years and I've still never had a chance to get the counseling for why I killed my mom and dad. I've had introspection, I've had journals upon journals, and I've come to a lot of answers. And I could go on the rest of my life and be healthy. But there's still things that how do I deal with me and my sisters? Me and my sisters, we love each other, but we've never had a chance to sit down and talk about this, If anybody can give advice about choices and the good ones and the bad ones, that's me. Because I've learned from bad choices where it takes you. And good choices is what I've been making since I've been in here,
There's a variety of attitudes or personalities that come through here. You see some that's real timid and scared. And you see some that's kind of brash and cocky. You're usually in intake maybe a week or two until they reclass you and you find a unit and a program for you to go to.
It hasn't been easy. I still have my ups and downs. There's still days, you wake up, you don't want to get up. Because I know when I get up, I'm gonna go through the same old motions of hearing the same conversations or being locked up. Nobody wants to be locked up. I don't want to eat Aramark meals and spend my time in the cell. I want to play music. I want to write music, but I don't have a guitar. And if I try to get one, it's at rec time, and I don't get much rec because of where I work. So there's a lot of frustrations, but those are small things for now, and then you try to find other ways. But like my focus is drive. I want to do something to make up or try to make up for what I've done. And I've got a lot of opinions, I've got a lot of ideas, and I can't give up because I have to try to get that out. I have to put that in some kind of form. I've got lots of pieces of paper I keep under my bed where I write things down, business ideas, lyrics, journal ideas, whatever. My mind's constantly going, and that's what keeps me focused. And that being, even though I have a messed up crime, my mom and dad were good people. We had a lot of problems in our home, but there were good things they passed along to me, and one of them was work ethic. So that's helped me, tremendously in here. I'm the one that made the decision to do this, but it didn't happen overnight. And none of these kids, these kids either, they can't think, or they're not thinking, they're having someone else think for them, someone stronger thinking for them. So it's why did it happen? And focus on that, because like I said, none of these kids they're not monsters. There may be bad people out there, but most of them, especially the young ones, they don't even know why they do some of the stuff they do. And sometimes they think they know why, but after it happens and reality hits and then they have time to come in here and think about it, we need to take it case by case and take them out of the prison system. The prison system's not meant to examine psychologically what's going on in the person's head. It's meant to keep you from society and punish you. So we're throwing kids in here, maybe we roll the dice and hope that they won't be a problem when they come back out, if they ever make it.
I gotta spend my 18th birthday in here. I be making decisions without thinking it through. I won't be having I be making bad decisions without thinking about the consequences. And then I just be getting caught up.
You know, I've known plenty of them that are stuck on psychotropic drugs or can't stay out of segregation because they're just messed up in the head now. You know, they were having problems with their peers. Now they get in here, there are no more peers, and some of the ones they are in the same boat they're in, and it's just they spiral, out of control. So what we need to do is examine what's going on with them, and you can only do that outside of this system.
I'm telling you, I'm willing to compromise with you and do a week-to-week evaluation on your progress, on your behavior, and see how things go. If your behavior shows that it's consistent and it's not showing negative behavior, I will help you get your level 2. Okay? It's up to you right now.
For me, it took 13 years for me to actually say I forgive myself. It took me 13 years. I could intellectually understand why I did it and tell a story about why it happened. I know what I was thinking back then. I know what I was feeling, and I know I didn't want to do it, but I felt trapped, and no one was helping, even though I was asking and pleading for help. No one was helping, and it happened. But for 13 years, I couldn't get past what I did and feeling just so sorry about it, and then everybody that hurt in the process, what I took away from them. And so it's like I wanted to hold on to it to say, you deserve it. You deserve to be tormented and depressed. And I was still doing good, but I wasn't at peace with myself. And it's still a struggle, even then, it's still a struggle. I mean, I have times, where I respond to something on the news. Immediate reaction, this happens, horrific crime. My first thought is, what happened? But then I'm like, that's what people think about me, and I don't. So that's why I try to understand. I don't blame you if you are afraid or leery. I mean, I've had guys in prison that have been leery just because you're 14, you kill your own parents, you must be crazy. I'm not going to mess with you, and I understand that, but dealing with myself, I know what I'm thinking, I know what I feel, and so I'm able to tell myself now that I have something to offer, that I like to think I have more to offer because I've been on both sides. I've seen what the worst state of mind can bring you as a human being, what can happen, and what the ripple effect it causes. I've seen it, I've felt it, I've been through it. So I'd like to think that I can actually keep other people from doing that. What is the reality check is everything that your decision and how it affects the rest of your life and everything that you lose in the process. Because all it takes is one thing, one peer pressure moment, and it happens so quickly, and the next thing you know, you're in for the rest of your life. So it's about choices, and I think that's what needs to appeal to kids more than anything is the choices that you make. It's extremely sensitive and crucial that you think for yourself and you do what you think is right and not what you think someone else wants you to do, that you know within yourself is wrong.
Open 501.
Somebody were to watch this interview and say, I want to help that kid, what would you hope somebody would want to help do or help make life better for you?
I mean, main reason why I do most of the things I do because me growing up, I never really had everything I wanted. And now that I know how to get it, which is in a bad way, but I know how to get it, I get it. But I get caught for it. So really, I just want somebody there for me. Not say I just want everything, but I want somebody to be there for me, help me get what I want. that's all you got is time to think. So if you say you ain't got time to think, then you lying. Something wrong with you, because that's all you got is to think. You locked down 23 hours a day, and most of the time 24. So I think about like, I'm about to be 18 April 28th. And I've been locked up by 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13 I was out lucky. And all the others I was out, but that's all my teenage life. Man, it's like being like a dog locked in a cage. There ain't really nothing you can do. You gotta make something out of something. When I was 13, I was locked all the way up from 13 all the way to 16. I had just got out of boys school 2009, and I caught this case January 2010. I be thinking like, it's not fun being locked up, but like, by me growing up around all these dudes that's my age, and I know so many of them because I've been knowing them for years, it's like I'm used to having fun with all of them. Like we're used to fighting, throwing chairs, acting the fool together. So when I'm getting out, I know I can't be doing all this because I'm gonna get a big chance to get locked back up. So like I do say it was fun, but I don't want to be here no more, man. I miss my little brother too much. I'm a real nice kid, man, if you really get to sit down and know me, but it's just, people probably think I'm a bad person because of things I do, but they gotta think about what the things I do and why I did it. So really, I'm really a cool kid, man. It's just the things I do to get what I gotta get.
You know the routine by now, I'm sure, right? Go ahead, have a seat. Okay, they arrested you for criminal mischief, theft, and criminal trespass. Those are your charges.
When I first got locked up when I was 13, had family problems, so really wasn't nobody there to lead me on. Really don't know my daddy like that, so really had nobody there to really teach me what to do, what not to do. I was just really on my own. I just happened. I was getting told that they was gonna come visit me a lot, all that at boys school, but then I got used to it because it wasn't that they was lying. It's just my grandma used to tell me it's called tough love. So I guess that was her way of punishing me, like no visits. She rocked me right now and then, but it's cool. And I'm used to it now. Like when I first got here and I was in my county, I never even filled out a visitation list because I knew they wasn't gonna come. Like my mama, she don't even write me. Never had wrote me, not one time since I've been here. Talked to her at, when I was at the county, like around April something, last year, about a year ago. Last time I saw her was when I was out, which is 2009. I know she cared about me deep down, but she don't show it really. I can't really blame it on my family history, because I know most of the stuff that I do it like it's my fault, but I can say like if I probably would have had a better background, like if I would have had a fire refrigerator there, like, to leave me on. And my mom, she was always locked up too. When I was young, I can name plenty of times when she got locked up. But that's probably part of it. But if I had a family there for me to do all that, I wouldn't do none of this. And I got a family, but they can't really support me like that. So that's why, I get into arguing with a couple of them because I be like, y'all family kids, why y'all do this? I mean, I wish I had a family. I mean, I do, but really, it's all messed up. I'm trying hard. I mean, because I got ADHD. I'm not going to blame it on that. But in my room, I ain't got much room to run around and do what I want to do. So, kind of stress a little bit in there. And I'm really sleeping here because people talk, kick on the doors. But I'm really used to it because I've been locked up so long. And I've been in this situation before already, so I'm really already used to it. So if you'd have asked me this back when I first got locked up doing this, I was stressing a lot. And I was I wouldn't say I was scared because I was locked up, but I was scared because where I was at that age. But I mean, I really got used to it now, so I had to deal with it. I was talking to my attorney, and I was begging her, if y'all can put me on house arrest, because they put me on house arrest, I'd never cut my person off, because that's just saving me. I ain't gotta go nowhere. But they just put me on house arrest and give me a job, man. I probably won't do half of the things I do. Really I regret doing it now though, because I'm really missing all my child life, but I wish I could get out of here earlier than I can.
If we were gonna come visit you in a couple of years, 5 years, what do you think you'd be like? What do you think your life's gonna be like?
Well, if you said 5 years, I will be out of here. And hopefully I'll be living good how I plan. I hope I'll be living good how I plan. It's a small world now.
My mother passed away in 2005. I got locked up in December of '81. So for all those years, the only time she saw her son was in prison. And after either 2 or 3 or 4 hours, somebody was telling her that she had to go out one door and her son had to go out another door. That ought to tell you what you're doing to your parents. Or your brother and sister that are counting on you, or were counting on you to help protect them and show them the way to grow up, but you're in prison, so you can't. There's a lot of pain involved. Pain that a lot of times doesn't get spoken about. My mother never talked about how bad it hurt her, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out either. My parents died within 13 months of each other. And in that time frame, I also lost a couple of close friends. And I mean, that's really hard to deal with when you're locked up and you lose that many people back to back. But my parents never thought that they would never see me free again. They always thought they'd see me outside. And I mean, that's hard. A lot of times, especially the people you call your friends, You find out when you get locked up who your friends really are. You know, I've been a little bit fortunate in that my family's still hanging around. I lost both my parents, but you know, I've got a 33-year-old daughter, and I've got grandkids. I've got a fantastic wife. But yeah, for a lot of people, and especially friends tend to go away. You have to understand that first of all, there is hope. No matter how old you are, there is hope, and you have to keep that in mind. This can't be your entire life. You have to try to maintain some kind of contact outside, some kind of hopes, dreams, and like I said, find a purpose.
All that for nothing. Just gonna wrap that around.
Hold on. Give me your map.
Hold on.
I'm taking you at your work, Kevin. Alright? Kevin's a very angry young man. You know me. We've been there, we've done this. But actually, I have a pretty good rapport with him, and he knows me. He's been here a few times. Actually had his father here many, many years ago. And he knows that he can take me at my word. And he's angry because he's here. He doesn't want to be here. He wants to go to either home, hospital, or placement. And it's not happening as expeditiously as he wants it to happen. Therefore, he's becoming very angry and disgruntled, and he thinks acting out is going to get him out of here. And that's not going to work.
He better realize what's important, and realize that that little boy is going to look up to his father, and he's going to want to do everything his dad did. We even saw it with my daughter. She wanted to do everything Dad did, and that unfortunately included some of the bad stuff too. And he needs to realize that the little boy is going to look up to his dad and want to follow in his footsteps. And you don't get that many chances anymore. And so they need to take it seriously. They need to understand that this is not going to be their life. You know, they can't let this be their life.
You know better, Kevin. I understand that, Kevin. I understand that, and I know that's what's really got you worked up. Kevin, chill out. Behave yourself. I'll give you a phone call, all right?
I don't know about fear, understanding and respect for what they're getting ready to do. It's going to be a difficult transition, and don't come out and try to play the tough role. Just find a place to fit in, and just do that. Don't fear it, but respect it and understand what you're getting ready to do.
We're going here down the E-complex. We have to lock up a couple of kids in segregation for battery on a fender. They jumped in the fender, there's 3 of them. So we're going to take them to SEG.
And the violence factor has escalated so much.
Some reason had it out for this kid?
We have no clue of what the motive was.
And I think a lot of it is our fault, and by our, I'm talking about those of us that are wearing this and in prison because we weren't there for those kids.
Everyday rotation now, you just you go do it, and it's pretty much the same every time. You don't know what to expect, so you're just ready for anything. They have battered staff on occasion, so you just gotta expect anything, be ready.
We weren't out there to help raise them, and this is what they've had to model themselves after.
Cox, Brady. Cox in room 6.
I think a lot of kids think that this is where you get your credibility. They think this is what makes you cool and all that. This is not cool. There's nothing about living in a bathroom in a closet with another man that's cool. You know, and that's what this amounts to. This amounts to the size of a lot of people's closets.
Same room.
You know, there's nothing cool about this. You know, one of the saddest things that's happened recently is the cutting of funding for college. I understand they're going to vocational classes for job training and all that, but to me, college is not about job training. College is about critical thinking skills and learning to think on your own, solve problems, and that just got taken away. But you can supplement it yourself. Get, whatever training, whatever schooling they're trying to give you, take it. It's going to help you in the long run. It truly is. It's not about just job skills. It's about learning to think for yourself. It's about learning to make decisions and understand what you're doing and what the consequences are. And once you understand that every decision you make has consequences, your life becomes a little bit different.
Keep the other one out.
Need you to spin for the right. No, you're right. Oh.
I would trade anything to be able to go back and do this again and just make that one decision with knowing what I know now.
Spin back.
Realizing what you could have done with your life, and that now it's a little late. Say I do another 5 years and I'm 57 years old when I get out. How many employers are knocking down the door to hire a 57-year-old person, no matter what your experience is, let alone add up the fact that you've done 35 years in prison?
Not yet.
Give me your deal, Steve.
So yeah, don't come into the system. For those who are already here, get your head out of where it's at and figure out what it is you need to do to get your life back on track. Work on whatever you can work on to get yourself out of here and stay away from this. This is not the kind of life you need to be thinking about. It's too late for some of us to go back, and you can't turn back the clock. You can't put the bullet back in the gun. It just doesn't work. I don't know what else I can tell them other than just don't.
Only been in the juvenile system one time, and that's it. I ain't never been detained or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's my first time ever doing some time for anything.
Don't forget to put your calendar in your...
And I think, in my point of view, that they should never see me. They should put me on something else, send me to boys' school, instead of switching me over, you know what I'm saying, to adult. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no background history or nothing. Me and my co-defendant, you know what I'm saying, we robbed somebody, you know, and they said I had an armed robbery. They said I had a gun in my case or whatnot, and they didn't find no gun. They had nothing, no witnesses or nothing but the person, you know. And my lawyer telling them that, you know what I'm saying, like fighting with the prosecutors, like, how do y'all know that my client had a gun? I ain't got no weapon, no witnesses, but the witness said that, you know. So, and I only got one B felony. That said, they ain't charging with the pistol and handgun because they ain't never find them, but they still put it on me as an armed robbery B felony, one B felony.
Are you ready? I wish you all the luck in the world. Come on, we're ready for you. Fire door!
I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Mama was crying, you know. Everybody's crying because what the judge was going off of, she ain't look at my background. You know what I'm saying? I think that's wrong, that they should have did something else instead of me seeing me here.
Thank you, Granny.
Good luck. Good luck.
First thing is being around the wrong crowd. hang with the wrong people, you know? You hang with the wrong people, you do wrong stuff to other people. Because what they don't got, they tell you in your mind, like, go do this with me, or can you do this with me, you know? But if you hang with positive people, you know what I'm saying, you be a positive person, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't do bad things, you wouldn't rob, you wouldn't steal, you wouldn't go out there and steal from your mother, you know what I'm saying? But if you got people every day in your face that you hang with that rob, steal, fight, you gonna end up doing it eventually. And then when you do it and you ain't the type of person like that, and then you will be like, only if I would have stayed at home or stayed with my mama that day or with my other friends, then you wanna say all that, you know what I'm saying? But you know what you was doing at that time, and you know what you was getting yourself into when you walked out the door with that person that do the things every day.
It's gonna feel different to be with somebody else. You know what I mean? Since I've been with bros for a long time, since we got locked up, so it's gonna feel different. But like I told you, we gotta, it is what it is, we gotta get used to it. You know, if we wanna go home, we have to, we probably gonna be with each other forever. So therefore, we have to get used to it. And, wherever he go, wherever I go, we still gonna do the same thing, still hold it down for each other. So just gonna have to, get used to it. And when we get home, you feel me, that's what really counts, you know what I mean? As long as he all right, I'm all right. So yeah, it'll be all right.
Like I be telling, you know what I'm saying, people in here that go through the same thing as me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing we do about it now because some people like hold a grudge on the judge, or they be like, you know what I'm saying, I wish I could take it back. I mean, everybody wish they take their crime back, wish what they did, but it's done over now and just move on, get out, show everybody that you changed and don't come back.
When they come to this unit, they have never been in another facility or out in general population. And it's scary for them because they really don't have any idea what general pop is and what they're going to meet, who they're going to meet, and the different crimes that they're going to find out what real prison life is like.
My daddy, you know what I'm saying, he been locked up, and he ain't never really been in my life till like recently, you know what I'm saying? He really started kind of settle down, woo. But I'm not trying to be like him, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see my son grow to first, to teens, to, you know what I'm saying, whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see my son grow and be there for him and know he got a daddy and know I'm here to support him, whatever he needs. My son, he's 6 months now, you know, and his name is Amari Aurelius Smith. And he motivate me every day. You know, he keep me smiling, you know what I'm saying? And he just there and just wait for me to come home, you know? And every day I think of it, you know what I'm saying? I get on the phone, call mama and tell her, is there anything I can do to help y'all get the lawyer here if I go on my vacation? Like, at least try her as soon as I can for his first birthday. That's all I'm hoping for. Cause I missed the biggest day, you know, when he came. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be there for his first birthday as quick as I can, because he need me, though.
Behave up, Bearwood. DLC. Okay. Not yet.
Give me your DLC, please.
18145.
All right. How's the step? There you go.
You think you're not gonna get caught, you know, you think you get your own fly pass and everything, but like I said, what you do come back around, you know what I'm saying? So everything I done bad, you know what I'm saying, I think came back around back on me, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I always thought that I wasn't never gonna get caught. You know, I ain't with the wrong crowd. You know, my mom always told me every day, every night, you know what I'm saying, stop hanging with them, go on about your business, stop hanging with them, go to school. Ooh, and I was hard-headed, you know. Then she tell me to stay in the house, I don't stay in the house, you know. But like I told my mom on the phone when I was in the county, all this time you told me to stay in the house, don't hang with them. I should have listened because you was always right. And she was always right, you know. And I wish I would have listened to my mama then and started learning my lesson now. You know what I'm saying? Just stay in the house, hang with the right crowd. and just be by myself. Well, what they don't know on the outside is that these kids in here, you know what I'm saying, most of them is willing to change their life, get a job, go back to college, go back to school, and just change. But some kids, don't get me wrong, some kids come here like, big bad, I ain't gonna never change, this ain't gonna change me, you know? Nah, this ain't the place, you know what I'm saying, for you to keep coming back and just doing time for what, you know what I'm saying? You missing all your time out there, all your fun times, your 20s, your teens, and all that, you know? And I really feel bad for the people that do say that, but some of these kids in here, they really want to change, get out, get a job, but they second guessing themselves because it says they got a felony, and that's when some of these kids get out and just start selling drugs and doing drinking, smoking, violating, and getting right back in the penitentiary because people out there in jobs be like, I don't want you because you got a felony, or really the people in here be scared to go to the job and say they got a felony. But really, this don't stop me personally, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out and go to college, you know what I'm saying? Try to make something of myself, get into a nice business if I can, give me a nice job, if I can support my family, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I ain't trying to come back on this road again, you know?